Okay, let's go ahead and get things underway. Let me just go ahead and get us to the places that we need to be. Hey everyone, Spidey Librarian here, and welcome to, my monthly video games monthly unboxing video. It is that special time of the month where I pay, X amount of dollars for the subscription. The package comes in, and you guys get to watch me open it like pretty much from the get-go. It actually got in yesterday. And I didn't think to check my mail until I saw Matt Cave doing his unboxing. And so I was like, let me go see. I saw that I had it, and I'm like, I'm just going to wait till tomorrow, which would be tonight. And we're just going to go ahead and unbox it and see what we get. And then I know that in about an hour, I'm supposed to do the viewing for the first episode of Harley Quinn. So we're going to get to that. But at least for now, we're doing the unboxing for Video Games Monthly, November 2025. Looking forward to it. Hopefully you guys are as well. All right, let me see. I see that DC, Marvel and DC Marshlands is here. I see that CG Anime Fan is here. Good to see you guys. Welcome. Let's go ahead and just move to the overlay. We're going to go ahead and go to this one right here. Here we are, and there is there's the box. I'm gonna go ahead and try to. I'm apparently knocking things over. I'm gonna go ahead and try to center that a little bit more. And yeah, so you guys can see me in the corner over here. Hi. And then you got a view of the box on what I lovingly refer to as the trouble cam. And we're going to go ahead and just start opening her up tonight. I even thought ahead and got my scissors. So we're literally, like, I have not touched this thing at all. So we are just going to go ahead and start the opening right now. Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Let's see. Marshland says, not sure if you've played it at all, but this year is the 25th anniversary of Neversoft's PS1 Spider-Man game. Have I ever played that? Actually, I have played it. I didn't get very far. But I do remember like there were a whole lot of cameos from the Marvel universe. Like I think the Punisher showed up, I think Daredevil showed up. And it was one of those like first, I think, 3D efforts at Spider-Man. So pretty cool. And I don't think I definitely didn't get to the end of it, but that's just because it wasn't my copy, and my friend needed it back. So, all right. So here we go. We got the box. All right, we got the box right here. All right, there we go. You keep the games. All right, we got it right here. We're gonna go ahead and what I tend to do is I turn the box this way. All right. And I'm basically facing it away from me, and I need to move the microphone a little bit because I want to get it so that I will be able to reach into the box without knowing what's in it. So we're going to go ahead and just get to the opening right here. And now we're going to lift it up. I can't see what's in here. You guys should not be able to see what's in here. And it's going to be a surprise for all of us. Now, here we go. Okay, all right. Checking the screen, don't see anything. Okay, let me tell you what I feel. I feel a couple of paper items, probably including the normal card that comes with it. So we're gonna go ahead and just try that. This feels like the card, so let's go ahead and pull that out. Here we go. All right, and this one is a 1-up. So let's see. It's right there. We got a 1-up. So we should have 6 games, since my subscription is the 5 games per month subscription. And so when you get a 1-up, you get 1 extra game. Now, they also have 2-up and 3-up, and then just like the regular ones. So If we get just a regular ones, we get a regular 5 games. So far, I've gotten a 1-up every month, and I'm guessing that probably I don't know for certain, but I'm guessing that it probably has something to do with me posting it to social media, such as YouTube. So, all right, so we should have 6 games. We've got okay. This feels like something that I saw Matt Cave get yesterday. Let's have a look. It is. For those of you that have not seen it before, it is a little a do not disturb sign. It says do not disturb. I'm playing with my joystick, which is exactly what the controller for the Atari 2600 was called. So this is like a doorknob. You hang it on your doorknob sign, and I've got to hand it to him. I didn't think I was gonna be particularly um, enamored with the little like the little what do we call them? The little flare items that they send us. But my God, if these aren't fun, I don't know what is. So all right, so we've got that, and let me just kind of feel around and see what we've got. Okay, I've got one item that feels like it's a Nintendo, it's like an NES game pack. I've got another that, ooh, I think we've got 2 NES game packs. Okay, and they're on top. They're basically taking up the top space. I don't know what's underneath them. So we're gonna go ahead and pull one of them. All right. Again, I think it's an NES game. Let's find out. It is an NES game. Okay, this is uh, Jack Nicholas. Jack Nicholas. He's a golfer. So this is Jack Nicholas, greatest. What is it? Greatest something of major champion. Greatest. Are you kidding me? Greatest holes of major championship golf. I think that's the full name. It's really difficult to read. That text is tinny tiny. I'll have to put that under a magnifying glass or something. But that's what I was able to read from it. I'm not a big golf guy, um, but you never know. I mean, at the very least, I'll probably at least give it a try and see how this played. But never very good at golf in real life, and certainly never really played it much for the Nintendo Entertainment System. But there is a first time for everything, and you don't look a gift horse in the mouth. And this is actually by Konami. I don't know how well they did their golf games, but I primarily know Konami for Castlevania at the time, and then also I believe the Contra games as well. All right, we had at least one more, at least it felt like it was another NES cartridge. Let's see what that one is. All right, we have. Oh, I gotta hand it to Video Games Monthly. They definitely can. They will throw in a banger every so often. I don't know if any of you guys ever played the original Dr. Mario. The original Dr. Mario was basically an alt version of Tetris. It was matching, make rows, stuff like that. But it had its own twist on it. And it was actually quite a bit of fun. I remember this one. I remember playing this one, not a whole lot, but I do remember having fun with it. And yeah, this is one where I'm like, this is a good pull. This is a good pull. Jack Nicholas, not as certain about that one because I just didn't hear much about it. But I don't know. You never know. So all right. Oh, hold on, guys. I did not take my inhaler today, so I'm going to go ahead and just do that. I'm getting a little bit of a shortness of breath. It's because of all the excitement here. All right. So we got 2 games down. We should have 4 more to go. So give me just a moment here. Okay. All right. But yes, Dr. Mario, that is definitely, I'm pretty sure that's a first party game too. Like that one was made by Nintendo. Okay. All right. We got a couple. I feel like we have at least one. I'm going to guess this is either, I'm going to guess this is a Xbox 360. Let's have a look. It is. It is Rainbow Six Vegas. I don't know much about Rainbow Six other than I'm gonna guess that it's like a Call of Duty clone or something where you're like it's a first person shooter, it's military. I'll be honest with you guys, I'm not really into first person shooters or kind of military style games. So I don't know if I'll be checking this one out, but my understanding is that the Rainbow Six games were pretty well received by those who played them. So who knows? Maybe I'll give it a try and see, and maybe we'll like it. But right now, right now, Dr. Mario is the banger of the evening. All right, 3 down, 3 more to go. Let's see what we got. Okay, this feels like another Xbox 360 game. Let's have a look. It is. Okay, Borderlands 2. So I'll be honest with you guys. I've never played a Borderlands game. I've had some people tell me that these games are fantastic, and then I've had other people say, they're a little too off the rails for your sensitivities. Um, I'll tell you one thing, I will definitely be checking this one out simply because I just want to see what this world is like. If any of you guys are Borderlands fans or you have any experience with these games, let me know what you think of this franchise, and especially let me know what you think of Borderlands 2 because I don't know, this looks like it's got the right blend of action and irreverent humor that I might be interested in giving it a go. So, all right, number 5. Let's see what we've got. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I think we've got another Xbox 360 game. This one feels like it's factory sealed too. No, it isn't. Okay, never mind. I was wrong. All right. Looks like our third Xbox. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. So this one is Battlefield 3. Again, looks like another shooter, another military game, probably an FPS. This is probably not going to be something that I play. I have never been able to get into these kinds of games. I I'll be perfectly honest with you. Like this one, I might use as trade-in credit or something, but I mean, I'll probably at least give it a go before I try it, you know. And I believe there is one more game in here. There is. I don't know what it is. Feels like it might be a. Well, I'm not going to say that yet. But I do want to let you guys know before we go into the before we do the next the final game. So I want to let you know that we are going to be switching things up on the channel in 2026. In fact, give me just a moment here. I am going to hold on. Oh my goodness. Here we go. I'm going to move us over to the screen real quick. Before we get to the final game, I just want to let you guys know that in 2026, we are going to be changing up the channel fairly significantly. I'm mostly going to dispense with Classics Revisited. All right. We're going to kind of pivot away from reaction content. We're going to do a lot more gaming. I enjoy gaming. I think people tend to pay more attention to the gaming streams. They stick around for longer. And so what I'm going to be doing instead is when we get rid of Classics Revisited, I'm going to replace that with another gaming stream series. And the gaming stream series that I have currently, Let's Play Saturday and Long Play Wednesday, they're not going away necessarily, but we are going to be changing things up significantly for them. And I will say this for you. You guys can certainly count on me uh, basically finding space for a retro gaming stream at least one day out of the week. That is in the plans. I don't know when yet, and I don't know exactly what time it will be. But you can pretty much count on the fact that since we're getting um, these video game monthly boxes, that I will be looking to kind of capitalize on them by not only opening up the games and showing you guys what I'm getting, but we're also going to try to play them and see how they run, see, you know, just how much fun they are, and kind of make a determination together as to whether or not it stays in my retro gaming collection, or if I take it to like a GameStop or a Game Over Games or something and try to get some store credit for it instead. I kind of suspect that's what it's going to be like for Battlefield 3 and also for Rainbow Six Vegas. But you never know. I might try it out and I might be like, you know, this is fun. Maybe we'll keep them. I don't know for certain yet, but I want you guys to know that as the channel grows and changes, what we're coming up against and what you guys can expect in the future. I hope it's exciting for you because it's definitely exciting for me. I'm looking forward to playing a lot more video games on the channel and also just kind of having a little bit more fun with them on a regular basis. All right, with all that said, we're going to go ahead and come back to this overlay. And we've got one more game to unmask tonight. So, hey, Matt Cave, how you doing? Hey, yo, sorry I couldn't be there tonight, but I felt a tremor in the force when the word retro was said. Well, Matt Cave, I think I think you'll be pleased with what I end up doing with the channel starting in 2026. I think in a lot of ways, I'm, you know, the pivot to video gaming content really isn't much of a pivot for me. And I will be keeping at least one of the watch party streaming shows, the Film First Fridays. I really enjoyed watching movies that I've never seen before, and so I'm definitely going to keep going with those. But yes, we're like, you guys can all count on seeing at least one retro game stream per week from me. All right? Okay. All right. I've kept you guys waiting long enough. We're going to go ahead and check out the final game. This one feels like a Game Boy Advanced game. It's just the cartridge. Let's see what it is. It is. I have never heard of this one. It's called Quad Desert Fury. All right. And it is an Xbox, or I'm sorry, Xbox. It is a Game Boy Advance game. Never actually, I've never even heard of this. I have no clue what it is. So I think what we might do at this point, I'm going to go ahead and put the, I'm going to put the box away. And I think what we might do at this point, if any of you guys are down for it, is I'm gonna look up some of these games and see exactly what we are looking at for each of these. So if you guys will hang with me for a second, I'm gonna start with Quad Desert Fury and just see what that is. So let's go with Quad Desert Fury and GBA. So, all right. So what I'm seeing for the covers looks like looks like oh God, I don't want to say a moped, but it's off-road. Looks like racing of some sort. Let's have a look. Do we have a Wikipedia link? No. Let's see. There's a Nintendo fandom wiki entry. Let's see what it says. It is it is so bare bones. No one has anything to say. So it looks like it's some kind of a racing game. All right. Okay, and let's see. Matt Cave says that he thinks that that's an off-road quad racing. Okay, yeah. I'm going to assume when you say quad, that's the name of the vehicles because I'm completely unfamiliar with this kind of thing. So, um, not normally my cup of tea, but I have been playing a whole bunch of Spider-Man games on the Game Boy Advance lately, and this might be a good break at some point. So let's take a look. I want to have a look at Battlefield 3 simply because I just want to know more about this game. So let's just have a look at them. There is a Wikipedia entry, thank goodness. All right. Battlefield 3 is a 2011 first-person shooter game developed by DICE and published by Electronic Arts, so it's an EA game. Hey, I say, how you doing? Looking forward to the changes to your channel. Exciting. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Okay. I'm actually really excited about like I'm gonna have multiple gaming streams per week, guys, and I'm just so excited for that. I really am. All right. It is the sixth main installment in the Battlefield series and a follow-up to Battlefield 2. Okay. The campaign takes place in various locations and follows the stories of two characters, Henry Blackburn, a U.S. Marine, and Dmitry Mayakovsky, a Spetsnaz GRU operative. Okay. Again, first-person shooters, usually not my bag. Like, they're okay, but I'm not good at them, and I just don't generally care for them. But I'm not going to just dismiss this out of hand. Like, I'm just like what I do is I look at the initial synopsis, and then I usually go right to the reception section. And so Battlefield 3 received mostly positive reviews. IGN gave it a score of 9.0 out of 10 for all platforms that it was on. Praised the graphics and multiplayer game, but criticism for the occasional glitches of the game engine. Still gave the game a mostly positive review. So, I mean, that's not saying nothing, you know, like that is not nothing. So I'll probably at least give this one a play or two before I decide whether or not I want to keep it. Probably going to do the same with Rainbow Six Vegas here, and I may as well look that one up as well. So give me a second and let me see what the Google has to say about Rainbow Six Vegas, because again, it looks like something that I'm not crazy about, but you never know. So Rainbow Six Vegas. Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Vegas. My apologies. All right. It is the fifth main game in the Rainbow Six series of video games. The game's storyline follows a new team that is dispatched to Las Vegas, Nevada to defeat international terrorist Irena Morales and her army of mercenaries that are repeatedly attacking key locations in the city. Okay. Doesn't tell me what kind of game it is. It says it's a tactical shooter and a first-person shooter. Let me take a look at the reception. Okay, it was released to very positive reviews from gaming news outlets such as GameSpy, GameSpot, and IGN. GameSpy gave it a 5 out of 5. GameSpot gave it a 9.1 out of 10. IGN gave it a 9.3 out of 10. That's pretty good, actually. So I can at least promise you guys, because again, I will never be someone who is just like gonna like I don't think first person shooters are ever gonna just be my thing, you know? But I can at least promise you this. I'll give these a try and see what they're like before I decide whether or not I want to keep them. So, with that said, we may as well take a look at the third Xbox 360 here. That's Borderlands 2. And again, Borderlands 2, the Borderlands games have been recommended to me many times by many people. And from what I've seen of the commercials, they look fairly interesting, but let's just see what Wikipedia has to say. It's a 2012 action RPG. Okay, I like those. First-person shooter. Not crazy about those. Video game developed by Gearbox and published by 2K. It is set on the planet of Pandora. The story follows a group of vault hunters who must ally with the Crimson Raiders, a resistance group made up of civilian survivors and guerrilla fighters, to defeat the tyrannical Handsome Jack before he can unlock the power of a new vault. The game features the ability to explore the in-game world and complete main missions and optional side quests, either in offline split-screen, single-player, or online cooperative gameplay. Like its predecessor, the game features a procedurally generated loot system, which is capable of generating numerous combinations of weapons and other gear. Okay, so not gonna lie, like all that does sound pretty interesting and kind of cool. So, not, and again, like from what I've seen of the commercials, like they, the characters in them are a bit kind of like thumb their nose at the viewer, frankly. It seems like just a little bit off the rails and humorous. So, like I'm definitely going to give this one a try. Let's go down to where the reception comes in. Game received generally positive reviews upon release. Many reviewers agree that the game is a notable improvement over the original. IGN gave it a 9 out of 10. GameSpot gave it an 8.5 out of 10. And let's see, a lot of the other ones I haven't even heard of. Let's see, PC Gamer gave it a 90 out of 100. So, I mean, it looks like it ranges anywhere from like a 7.5 to, a perfect score. So, right? No, there are no perfect scores. But one of them did get like a 9.75 out of 10. Game Informer. I remember Game Informer. I used to read that. So, all right, let's see. Matt Cave, not big into first-person shooters, but will say BF3 and Vegas are really good ones that he's okay, all right, good, yes. Love the endorsement. I really appreciate that because, man, if it's not a game I normally play, then I start looking to my friends for reviews after I look up the other receptions. So thank you for that, Matt Cave. House of X says that it's one of his favorite series of all time. Are you talking about Borderlands, House? Okay, Borderlands 2 is by far the hardest one to play solo. There are currently 5 out, 1, 2, pre-sequel, 3, and 4. And House is working on 4 currently. Okay, all right, good to know. Sounds interesting. I mean, it does. It sounds interesting, and I might have to check that one out. I mean, I'm definitely going to, but yeah, very nice. Got ringing endorsements for all of these from at least some of you. Marshland says that Borderlands is something that he thinks would be interesting to see my reaction to. Not sure how I'd like the first game, but Borderlands 2 is pretty fun. Okay, all right. You guys are especially praising Borderlands 2, which is the one I was thinking of looking at anyways, but after what Matt Cava said about Rainbow Six Vegas and Battlefield 3, I'll have to give these a look as well. All right, So we've got we will look at all four of those, and then of course, guys, I don't need to look up Dr. Mario. I do not need to look up this one doesn't even get a vote. This goes straight into my collection. Like this one stays as one of these games that I will just occasionally crack open and play for funsies. So you have not if you like Dr. Mario, you have nothing to worry about. I won't go as far as to say I love this game. I will say I have enjoyed this game quite a bit when I've played it, though. So, yeah, we're definitely keeping Dr. Mario. All right. And then finally, we have this Konami Jack Nicklaus golf game. And oh my God. Let's look this one up because I have no, like, I'll be honest with you guys, really can't stand golf, but we're gonna just go ahead and take a look. All right. Jack Nicklaus's greatest 18 holes of major championship golf. Is that really what? God, it is what that says. They managed to fit all that text under Jack Nicklaus's name. All right. I don't even know what to say to that. Okay. So, and we have a Wikipedia entry on this one. Okay. All right. So, Jack Nicklaus's greatest 18 holes of major championship golf is a golf simulation video game developed by Sculptured Software and published by Accolade beginning in 1988. Let's see. It was the first in a series of golf games named after golfer Jack Nicklaus and was followed by Jack Nicklaus's Unlimited Golf and Course Design, which apparently came out in 1990. So for all we know, it was on the Nintendo Entertainment System. All right, reception. Okay, wow, this is in the days before IGN. Computer versions of the game received criticism for slow load times, which was kind of the way it was with PCs back then. What about the NES? What about the NES version? Hold on. Talking about the Commodore 64 version. Let's see. I don't see anything specifically for the NES. Oh, here we go. Other versions. Okay. The NES and TurboGrafx 16. And you guys familiar with the TurboGrafx 16? I know what that is. That's how you know I'm old, okay? All right. The NES and TurboGrafx 16 versions were also criticized for slow reanimation. Reyes reviewed the NES version and stated that because of its easy gameplay, it was more fun to play it with other people rather than alone. Mean Machines criticized the NES version for its blocky scenery, stating that it hampered gameplay. The magazine also criticized the golfer sprite, the average sound effects, and the lack of music, and concluded that it was a very tedious golf sim which only diehard fans of the genre should take a chance on. Ooh. The Chicago Sun-Times, reviewing one of the game's versions, wrote, "Great for golfing enthusiasts and good for those who are new to golf." Wow. And I will give this one a shot. I'll give every single game that I get from VGM. I will give it a fair shake. I will try it out, and I will do it in front of you guys before I decide whether or not to get rid of it. So, oh, by the way, Matt Cave, I would like to let you know something. I think I mentioned this on your stream last night. But you remember how the VGM box that I won from you, it actually contained a PlayStation 3 game. I believe it was I think it was Assassin's Creed 2 or Assassin's Creed 3. I can't remember which one it was. And I was like, well, maybe I can trade that in. Well, actually, I'm looking for a PlayStation 3 right now, and I might have a line on a fairly reliable one. So I'm gonna be able to play test that at some point as well. And I'm hoping to get my hands on a PlayStation 3 before the end of the year, because that's going to coincide with some things that I want to do for the channel. But I just thought I'd let you know that the Assassin's Creed game I got from the box that I won from your channel, um, I'm that one's going to get a bona fide chance. Like I'm gonna take a look at that one and go, okay, let's give it a look. So all right, and again, we got 6 games tonight. Matt Cave, look at what I got. Look at what I got. I got it too. I got the do not disturb sign. I'm playing with my joystick. And again, this is also how you know I'm old. I had an Atari 2600 as a kid, and I remember specifically what a joystick actually is. This is an actual joystick, like right here. Well, it's an illustration of a joystick. So this is great. You know, I didn't think I was going to care about the trinkets very much, but I got to tell you, VGM, they send some banger trinkets. You know, I've got the what is this? Saucer? Yeah. Um, right? That's what it's called. I can't remember. Yeah. Anyways, I've got that. I'm using it all the time. The Mario money is in a safe space. I'm keeping that one nice and clean and where it is. And then we got this, and I'm just like, I could see myself just putting this out on my door for a laugh. So, anyways, but yeah, this has been a really good opening. This is again yet another banger from VGM. Coaster, thank you. Oh my God, brain does not wish to work tonight. It doesn't ever want to work, but you know, whatever. So, but no, this has been a great opening. This has been a lot of fun. Again, even though maybe by sheer numbers, like sheer number of games, this might not be a batch that I keep a lot of. And even if that's true, like I always get something. I always get a game where I'm just like worth it, okay? And right now, this is it right here. This is it right here. Dr. Mario, hell yes. Awesome, awesome game. And if I enjoy Borderlands 2 as much as a lot of people say I will or think I will, then that's probably going to make 2 bangers then, you know? And even if I don't end up keeping the other first-person shooters, I'm going to give them a fair chance. I'm going to do it in front of you guys. But that's probably not going to happen until 2026, and I will have more details on that as we get closer to the end of the year. All right. I hope you guys will stay tuned in for that, because yeah, I'm going to make some changes to the channel, and I'm excited. I'm really excited. I hope you guys will be too. Thank you guys for being here. I really appreciate it. I really am enjoying doing these unboxings and openings for you guys. And, you know, and again, I don't know if you saw, I don't know if you saw me unbox these earlier this month, but I have also been just going on eBay and looking for retro Spider-Man games. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys. Now, you guys know that I'm playing this one already. This is the double pack with Spider-Man and the Spider-Man 2 movie games. I started playing the Spider-Man 2 game. Holy shit, that is so much better than the first one. Like leaps and bounds better. Oh my God, so good. And on the GBA too, like wow. You got a really janky 3D world, but like just the fact that they are doing a 3D world on the GBA is pretty awesome. Okay. I also recently got my hands on the Spider-Man 3 movie Game Boy Advance cartridge. I got Spider-Man Battle for New York, which looks like a continuation of Ultimate Spider-Man for the Game Boy Advance. And then most recently, I got my hands on another double pack, and this one is Spider-Man Mysterio's Menace, and also this is a I think it's called Wolverine's Revenge. Let me just make sure. Yeah, this one is Wolverine's Revenge. So there's going to be plenty of retro Spider-Man gaming for you guys coming up in the future, because that's not all I have, all right? And I've had these for a while. I'm going to go ahead and show them to you. But I've got Spider-Man for the Game Boy Color. I've got the Amazing Spider-Man for the original Game Boy. You guys have seen me play Ultimate Spider-Man. And then I've also still got, I haven't completed them yet. I have Amazing Spider-Man Lethal Foes for the Super Nintendo and Spider-Man Return of the Sinister Six for the Nintendo Entertainment System, the only Spider-Man game for the Nintendo Entertainment System. So as you guys can see, there'll be plenty of retro gaming on my channel next year. There'll be plenty of superhero gaming on my channel next year. And there will be other types of gaming as well. I'm excited. I hope you guys are. And it's time for me to go. So I'm going to head off. Thanks to all of you who came and hung out with me tonight while I did this opening. Thanks for letting me show you my game collection, my retro gaming collection. And yeah, just thanks for being here. I appreciate it so much. All right. In about 15 minutes, I'm going to watch the very first episode of the Harley Quinn show. So hopefully you guys can be there for that. And if not, thanks for being here right now. Take care. This is Spidey Librarian. And until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Bye.